Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30, after a crash that killed her granddaughter, a Laurel County grandmother is in court today charged with murder.
Also on WKYT This Morning, a Lexington liquor store broken into early today. We'll tell you why police think the suspect, though, didn't get away with much.
And we have a traffic alert to pass along this morning after a Lexington crash knocked down some power lines. These stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT This Morning.
Hello there, good morning and welcome in. It's December 3rd, Wednesday morning. We're at a hump day anyway. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Last night's parade had a good showing.
Well, it did. It was nice to see a good crowd down there and the people enjoying the holiday spirit and all the good Christmas music from the bands.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Although I think we kind of got through before some of the bands made their way down. But it was really good to see folks. And we do have some continuing mist out there this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're looking outside and seeing down toward the southeast. Well, we're hanging on to still some showers. And look, that's over the mountainous regions. The rest of us dealing with some mist. And that's across the area with some drizzle, just like we saw yesterday and off toward the evening hours. It just hasn't stopped. So until we get these clouds on out of here, kind of mix some things on out, we won't be able to get rid of that mist. It's just going to stick around. There's some rain, though, down toward the southeast. That'll last another 6 hours or so. Temperatures are in the 40s, 30s, and even some 50s down toward the southeast where that boundary is. So it is chilly in some locations, but other locations just rainy and mild. Planning out your Wednesday, will sit there in the low to mid 40s this afternoon. May squeeze out a couple of breaks in those clouds to get some sunshine in here, and we need it. I mean, we've had some soggy days in store. When will they return? Because today is your mainly dry day. I'll show you that forecast, the latest details in about 10 minutes.
All right, we will be pulling for that sunshine. Thank you, Micah. Let's get to the news.
We have a tragic story out of Laurel County this morning. A London grandmother will be in court after police say she caused a crash that killed her granddaughter.
Melissa Worstel is now charged with murder, endangerment, and some other charges after her granddaughter, Ivy Worstel, died in the crash. WKYT Sean Moody is at our live desk with the latest on that case. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Investigators say Melissa Worstel was under the influence when the crash happened. Her 6-month-old granddaughter, Ivy, was pronounced dead. Now Worstel is charged with murder. The crash happened Monday night along Parker Road. Investigators say Worstel was driving a car with her 6-month-old granddaughter and a carrier in the passenger seat when her car dropped off the shoulder, hit a culvert, and flipped before hitting a utility pole. The Laurel County coroner said that baby's carrier was not secured. She was pronounced dead at a Laurel County hospital. A Laurel County Sheriff's deputy says Worstel told investigators she had taken Neurontin and methadone earlier in the day. He also said Worstel tried to swallow part of a cigarette pack with pills inside at the scene.
When I picked her little arm up, it just went limp, so I figured that she was hurt real bad.
That was one of the witnesses to the crash there. Melissa Worstel is charged with murder, operating a motor vehicle while under the influence, wanton endangerment, prescription controlled substances not in proper containers, possession of a controlled substance, and a booster seat violation. Her arraignment is set for 9 a.m. today. At the live desk, Sean Moody, WKYT.
New this morning, we have an update now to a story we brought you last month. The Lexington father's in jail after police say he left his child in his shopping cart after shoplifting. Police say 33-year-old Eric Powell was confronted at the Gray Lag Way Walmart back in November. That's when they say he and the child's mother, Samantha Baker, both ran off. Baker, who came back to the store an hour later, says she thought Powell had stayed with the child. Powell is charged with abandonment of a minor.
We're tracking the investigation this morning into a deadly officer-involved shooting in northern Kentucky. Florence police say they were called to a Super 8 motel Tuesday morning for a complaint about drug activity in one of the rooms. When an officer arrived, police say a man in the room fired shots at him. Police say the officer returned fire, killing the man. They say the officer suffered a minor head injury and was treated and released from a hospital. Well, a crash last night could cause some rush hour headaches and hassles for Lexington drivers this morning.
Police tell us a car crashed into a utility pole on South Broadway near Waller, and some people in the area are still without power. Part of the road is shut down. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live from the site of the crash. Whitney, good morning.
Good morning. Well, as you can see, part of South Broadway is still shut down at this hour, and you can also see that utility crews are on scene working to repair a utility pole. They have actually been here since 9:30 last night. That is when a car crashed into this utility pole near Waller Avenue. That actually knocked out power across South Broadway. At this hour, the outbound lanes of South Broadway are closed at Gibson, and only one inbound lane is open at Waller. Police tell us that those lanes are expected to stay closed at least until we get closer to rush hour. Now, a Kentucky utilities map also shows that at this hour, 10 people are still without power. Of course, they are working to repair that as soon as possible, and they estimate restoration by 7 o'clock this morning. We're live in Lexington. Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Kind of a mess out there. Thanks so much, Whitney. New this morning, police are on the lookout for a burglar who broke into a Lexington liquor store. Police say someone broke into the Up in Smoke liquor and tobacco store on New Circle Road at about 1:30 this morning. They say the burglar stole some items, most of which were found near the store. Police think they got out there so quickly that they scared off the suspect before they got away with the stolen goods.
An SUV that crashed into a utility pole caused quite a mess in Lexington. Lexington police say an SUV ran off Greendale Road and hit the pole just before 7 last night. That crash knocked down some phone lines onto the road. The driver was taken to the hospital simply as a precaution. Police say no one was seriously injured. Greendale Road was closed for a few hours while Windstream repaired that utility pole. We're tracking the tragic story out of Knoxville, Tennessee this morning. That's where 3 people, including 2 children and an adult, have died after 2 school buses crashed into one another.
Police say the bus made an unexpected sharp left turn on the Asheville Highway when it crossed a median and hit another bus. Very tragic. Today, a community there is mourning the deaths and trying to recover.
When it comes to precious cargo, none is more than your child.
I drove a bus for years, and I've never seen an accident like this.
When the bus her grandson was riding hit another, Gloria Johnson says her grandson had a look on his face she's never seen before.
He was in shock, he was crying, he was petrified. He's never been in an accident before. And for it to be his bus, he's really scared.
Miranda Stanifer has 3 children, ages 9 and 8, all on the bus that didn't flip.
You know, they're hurt. They're okay right now, but they're really shook up. They saw things that they haven't seen before.
And with 3 dead, 20 others taken to the hospital, now's the time for healing for the children. Healing that may come slowly.
We're going to have some anxiety reactions to it. Some kids maybe who have troubles getting on a school bus or coming to school, separating from their parents.
But for Miranda, she's holding tight to her 3, and she's thankful, but can't imagine the hurt 3 other families face after such a tragic day.
It was very emotional. Everybody was crying. The kids were hysterical, but all the people that were around, the teachers that were there, they were trying to help them through it.
Crazy stuff. Both schools will be closed today, but they will be open from 10 to 2 to counsel any students who want to stop by.
Neighbors say they're in shock after an 18-year-old died when police say his car crashed into a tree in Madison County. That crash happened Tuesday afternoon on US 25 near Berea. The Madison County coroner says Austin Tillery was a few miles from his home when he lost control and crashed. Tillery died at the scene. Witnesses say they watched helplessly.
But it's bad when a little young boy loses his life, because I got 2 children of my own, and I lost my brother back in '73 when he was a young man, young boy. I feel sorry for the family. I really do.
Investigators blame speed and wet roads for the crash.
The state road crews have begun a major project on a stretch of New Circle Road in Lexington. Crews widening New Circle between Versailles Road and Leestown. State transportation leaders say there will be lane closures between now and September of next year. This comes as a widening project on Leestown Road continues.
Getting in and out of here is just, it's killing us, because it adds sometimes 30-40 minutes to a workday.
My daughter goes to Lafayette, and I drop her off at school like at 8:15 usually. We leave at 6:45.
The speed limit will be reduced to 45 miles an hour from Leestown Road to Versailles Road for this project.
Now 5:40 on WKYT this morning. In Kentucky, Senator Mitch McConnell will be spending the afternoon at the White House. He'll be having a meeting with President Obama that is off limits to reporters. It's the first meeting the 2 men have had since Republicans won control of the Senate last month. Senator McConnell will be the majority leader when the new Senate convenes next month. After the election, the president said he would enjoy sharing some Kentucky bourbon with Senator McConnell. We have no word if Bourbon will be part of the meeting. Of course, there's been a lot of talk of that.
Yeah, you would think of the Bourbon Summit, right? Well, cold weather did not dampen the holiday spirit in downtown Lexington last night. The annual Lexington Christmas Parade rolled down Main Street last night. It's billed as Kentucky's largest holiday parade. Hundreds of folks lined Main Street to watch all the floats and the bands. Myself, Bill Micah, and WKYT's very own Barbara Bailey were among those who took part. There we are in the parade. So much fun. Look at you, Bill. At one point, you just kind of plopped down there in the seat, and you were all snug as a bug in a rug with all of us.
Oh, you mean after it was over? Yeah, you had to get down the wind.
And then Amy, you know, she's just rolling along. She's a great driver. We have to say, Amy. Give you a shout out, Amy Kidd.
Yeah, but doesn't Barb have the wave down, you know?
She does.
Yeah.
She can teach me a few things, you know.
Oh, I'm telling you. All right.